Episode 15. Feeling pinky keen.
Who was it that once said, "I scratch myself when I'm thinking"?
That would be the late Charles James Marley.
A mere one video ago, and then we watched
And
this.
then you died.
Yeah.
We are so tardy to the pony party. We should watch the show.
So take it away. This was yours.
Okay, well, Pinkie, on the surface, is not very observant, but is in her own ways.
Right. What you said right off the bat was Pinkie doesn't often
Have a point.
but when she does,
So,
she makes
she would not express a point unless she was absolutely certain, because she...
Right.
My nose itches, hold on. This is not a bit! This is not... No, that's the tail twitching.
Okay, what is nose itching? Oh, bees?
Yes, so... Pinkie does not observe the world in the same way we do.
No.
Or the same way the other ponies do. And Twilight, a woman of science,
Right.
hates that.
Absolutely hates that.
Despises it. She thinks there is one way to observe the world.
Right, and also thinks that it's like, she doesn't believe it and she thinks it's magic.
Mm-hmm.
She also uses a very racially charged term to describe it. Mumbo jumbo, for those of you that don't know, is actually a very racist term. It comes from what colonizers adopting African language would call, like, flim flam.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so anyway, it's the more you know. But, yeah,
So
Twilight's trying to figure it out. Even though she has magic. She has magical powers, and Pinkie points that out. She calls her on it. She's like, you have actual magic.
You have actual magic, and I just
get a fucking spider sense every once in a while. She was bitten by a radioactive pie. It's 2 in a row. I got you to break. But no, that's that being said though, she has this collection of ticks that indicate when something's gonna happen in her environment.
And
everyone else
Applejack
believes it.
Applejack is like, it sounds like nonsense, but 10 out of 10 times.
10 out of 10, every single time. Would pet again.
So Twilight's a lot.
Twilight's a lot in this episode, and the last one. She's like really, and it's like, I get it, she has to always learn, so she has to be imperfect, but like, she doesn't need to be a bitch about it. Like, she's really mean in this episode.
Well, she's the anxious pony.
Yeah, I guess so. And I mean, like, she learns.
She's the antisocial pony.
But it's like, I don't know. You've had the same frustration with me of, like, having to learn the same thing over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like, she's ostensibly already learned to trust Pinkie.
That's right.
And this
But
one,
that
she
was
was already like, Pinkie's not always there, like...
But that one was Pinkie formulating a plan, and this one was Pinkie
Just
supposedly
existing.
having premonitions.
Right, and so, like, I don't know. It strikes me as, like, alright, Twilight, are you gonna learn ever? And I mean, like,
She will.
Fluttershy learned. Fluttershy
Hop, skip,
learned.
and a jump,
Hop, skip,
which
and a
Pinkie
jump.
taught her.
Yeah, there was a callback to, the song Hop, Skip, and a Jump.
No, the Bad Dragon episode.
Yeah, the Bad Dragon, but the song that Pinkie sings in that.
She does sing it?
Yeah,
I thought she just went hop, skip, jump, hop, skip, jump.
No, I think it was a little, like, a quick song.
I don't think
It was a
it might
super
have
quick
been.
musical
Might have
number.
been. She had
But-
a lot of those.
She has a lot, but, not in this one.
No.
But,
And also, whenever she realizes that Twilight is doing something unhealthy and violating her trust, she always just responds, "Okie dokie, Loki."
Yeah.
Like, she's just letting Twilight get there rather than...
I've also just sort of come, like, since I saw you and Pinkie interact directly, I was, like, from that point forward, I was like, oh no, they're basically brother and sister.
Well,
so,
Pinkie
like,
Pie and
every time Pinkie Pie did something, like, sly in this episode that, like, fucked over Twilight indirectly, I kept high-fiving you as if you did it. Like, nice.
Pinkie Pie opens the episode wearing the Bill Murray hat from Space Jam.
From Space Jam, yeah.
And later we learn that the male equivalent of Pinkie Pie is Weird Al. So,
That's
yeah.
So, yeah, that's you.
There's just a Charley pony.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it's, this one was enjoyable because I got to see Pinkie just sort of, like...
Just Pinkie.
Just Pinkie for a while. It was also, you were like, this is very Looney Tunes, and I'm like, it is a Pinkie Pie episode.
Yeah, she steps off the cliff but doesn't look down so she doesn't fall. There's a big old lump on the head.
Of the Hydra, which I love the Hydra, especially second head from the left Hydra.
Dumb head.
Dumb head. Good head, though. Love that head.
He's a sweet boy. He's trying.
He's trying.
And
I enjoyed the design of the Hydra, too.
There was an anvil. There's a freaking
There was an
anvil.
anvil and a piano that fell on Twilight. There's some serious Roadrunner Coyote things going on in this.
She calls her Pinkie Piacus.
Pincus Piacus, which is a very Looney Tunes joke.
The Roadrunner, that opened with the fake scientific names.
Yeah, it was a really good episode. I
It was tiny, it was toony, and it was just a little loony.
No, it was really good. And basically, yeah, I think that's really all we have to say on this one. Trust Pinkie. All with her fucking winter tales of twitching. Although I do like that the lesson Twilight learned is like, I give up. like I'm gonna I stop.
There's more to heaven and earth.
Yeah.
That's what Twilight learned.
Yeah, there's more to
Twilight
heaven and earth
believes that she could
in your reality.
Twilight believes that she could learn everything.
And that's not true. And so but I love that, like, her moment is, like...
She just completely explodes and then just runs out of energy to try to understand it.
Yeah, which, that was the point the whole time. And, like, that I resonated with Twilight. Of just, like, alright, I quit. Like, alright, I'm not gonna fight it anymore. I surrender. And that's the moment. Because that's something I've learned, is surrendering doesn't mean losing. It just means no longer fighting.
Cows.
Cow Watch.
Bit.
Welcome to Cow Watch. Now they're just above Applejack's new canonical apple cellar,
Where she's presumably making hard cider.
which is presumably rum running. I'm assuming at this point there is an underworld of liquor moonshining, apple folk.
Like, why else would it be in a cellar? Why else would you be putting...
Like a spooky cellar. I don't know, that just seemed weird to me.
Also, the cow, we just kind of heard it in the background.
Yeah, which means, like, the cows have become even less human.
It's weird. Friggin' Princess Celestia shows up.
Out the fuck out of nowhere, just, like, yoinks the note from Spike, and we were just like, oh good, I needed rolling papers.
Yeah, what?
Both of us thought it too, like, what's gonna fall out of the sky? Both of us independently went, Celestia. And then she does, and we were like, why the fuck aren't I surprised, this deadbeat? Fucking bitch.
Agnia was telling me that early in the show, people were headcanoning Celestia as basically a god, and she said it was fun to watch that fall apart in real time. As the more she shows up, the more just crappy she is.
Yeah, no, she's terrible.
I said, because I have more anatomy than anyone else.
They've given me power. I don't know why. Yeah, no, Sobriety had it right. Of just like, she's just a bitch.
Did Sobriety say that?
Yeah, and the first time we ever met Sobriety, she was just like walking around like a fucking whore. Oh, God. But yeah, no, I mean, it's Princess Celestia, everyone's favorite absentee mother.
She showed up, which was weird.
She showed up.
It's weird.
The most you can ever say about her.
She hasn't done that, but she showed up. The other time she showed up,
There was some sort of ulterior motive.
Like,
I wanted to come see the leaves fall.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, I'm here to inspect your town or whatever. But this time it was just like, yo, what up? I'm out of papers, give me that shit before you spark up.
Yeah, no, well, she actually physically came to get the message, which is weird.
I do wanna add though, Spike in this one
Was better.
He endeared himself to me. So he's earning his place in my heart a little bit. Everybody in the comments
Told you that it gets better.
that it gets better, and there are a few episodes in the first season. They said most of the first season he's kind of unbearable, but there are a couple episodes where he's decent. This was one of them, I think.
Oh, he trusts Pinkie.
He trusts Pinkie, and that was it. He just kind of trusted Pinkie from the get-go.
Also, in the previous episode, I forgot to mention this. He's finally doing the MCing.
Yeah, he's doing voice acting work.
The MCing that Pinkie Pie trained him to do.
Which was that was a pretty neat little thing. I noticed that too.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, Spike having his moments. So like, I apologize for trash talking.
Past
Spike
two
so
episodes,
much.
you're like, Spike's okay. Twilight.
Yeah, no, Spike's been like coming up, and Twilight's been going back down. So.
They'll
ultimately,
fluctuate. They're people. I mean, they're not people,
they're
but they're just
cartoon
human. I
ponies.
mean, they're not human.
They're cartoon ponies, but they're multifaceted, which is why this show is so
They're
great.
cartoon. They're not people or humans, but they have personalities and humanity.
Yes.
And it's a show about humanity, not humans.
Principles before personalities.
Princessiples.
Princess Celestia sucks at her job.
She's bad.